because we are Sierra Leone and Chicagoan, and it can get real Freetown on you. It can get real Southside on you. This whole situation could go left.
And you know what? When we walked into the house, there was some Drake playing, and that's when I knew that my phone was indeed in that house. I said, "Oh,
you had your phone on the Bluetooth?"
It was the
hello, gamblers."
Hey, gamblers.
We're back with episode 3 of the Ghana Gamble.
Yes. I'm Dre Taylor, the leader of this crew.
Are you?
I think I am. You think you the leader because you talk the most?
Ooh.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Seriously, that's how we started off the episode?
And you're an attorney, so I think you had the upper hand.
Oh my goodness.
You know, might be slightly older.
Dang, Dre. That's how we started every
That's how you feel?
But I think that's what you feel, you know what I mean, in the group, you know what I mean? You be trying to boss up on Kenya because you're the older sister.
Well, that's a fact.
That's a natural.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So you try to carry that over here. I'm like, it ain't working over here.
You guys, that is Dre.
Golly.
We also have
Dre the Bully.
Right.
We also introduced it to Dre the Bully. I'm Masa, the innocent bystander, the shrapnel. Legally Masa. Legally Masa.
And I am Kenya, the one everybody loves.
Wow.
We're here to talk about what are we here to talk about today?
Detty December.
Detty December.
Detty.
So you mentioned it at the end of the last
December.
episode, Detty December, about maybe possibly finding the love of your life at Detty December.
Yeah.
I remember the first Detty December I came, I thought I had found the love of my life.
I seen you.
Here you go with this narrative.
Where did you see her, Dre?
I seen her at Polo Beach Club.
What was she doing?
Twerking.
Woo!
I seen her.
That's on brand.
The lies.
That's on brand for a Sierra Leonean. I believe it.
I wasn't twerking at Polo Beach Club, but I was there enjoying the firework display. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, Detty December is just...
First of all, what is Detty December?
What is Detty
What
December?
is Detty December?
It's an exciting time. Now, historically, Decembers in Africa have been a time for people who live in the diaspora, specifically people who were born in Africa or maybe like a first gen like us, to come back and visit family. Within the past 5 or so years, it's turned now into a time where everybody's coming, even if you don't have a direct personal connection to Africa. It's like now everybody's coming in December, and it's a whole thing.
My God. It's a thing.
The vibe changes in the country, in Ghana or in Sierra Leone, like where there's also Detty December there, also in Nigeria. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can just feel the energy just shift to just
mayhem,
good times,
debauchery.
Forget about work,
partying.
Forget about business.
Good
I'm lying because that's when the business really gets serious. But like for people that are just coming to visit, yeah. Leave all your troubles behind. Just come enjoy the continent.
So
and have a good time.
The reason why Detty December is a time for diasporans to come back home, if you will, is because in West Africa in particular, the summertime, which you would think would be a natural time to travel for the United States, is rainy season here. And so the weather is perfect in December. The vibes are vibing in December. I mean, we're going to get into a little bit about what there is to do in December, and the short answer to that is too much. Mm-hmm. Way too much. I mean, like your calendar from morning till night for an entire 30 to 45 days, from like the 1st of December to about the second week in January, could be packed 24/7 with just activities and parties and brunches and day parties and clubs. But yeah, Detty December, it's taken on a life of itself. I feel like it really, really took off in Ghana. Again, it's always been a thing. It's just that Instagram has now made it a thing for everybody. But it really skyrocketed in Ghana when Boris Kojo and his wife, Nicole Ari Parker, came with a bunch of their celebrity friends for like Year of Return in 2019.
Yeah, 19. That's when I first came.
Yeah, that's when it spiraled. It was all over the internet, like a viral sensation. All of the stars who were in Ghana, and I'm here to tell you,
it's a good time.
It's still giving.
Yeah,
Like-
so December, it's like 400,000 people. They issue 400,000 visas just in December alone. You imagine 400,000 people coming. I think Essence Festival might be like a couple 100,000, something like that. So you can imagine the different festivals and parades that goes on in the States. Same thing here in Accra. Throughout Ghana, you have all these people coming in from the U.S., UK, the Caribbean, Canada, from all over, coming to have a good time. We can let your shoulders down, relax. You have thousands and thousands of black people getting together, having a good time. Ain't no shooting, ain't no fighting going on. It's just just having a damn good time. In December.
Yeah.
I've never been to Essence Fest. I don't know why. It looks like an amazing time. But I would compare it, if I had to guess, to, I hate to say it, but like Freaknik, before, it got rapey, but Freaknik, Caravana to Essence Fest. Freaknik, Caravana, Essence Fest, all combined together, but multiply times like an extra few 100,000 people. And it is a time. It is a time. So I guess Detty December right now, most people try to plan their trip around the music festivals.
Yeah,
Right.
Afro Nation, the Afro Future.
Afrofuture.
Yeah.
Formerly Afrocello.
What is the other concerts that go on? Used to have a Detty. There's another day that had something. I know Rick Ross was there in 19. And he performed that. But there's a lot of different events and stuff, so you plan it. Some people come in on Christmas, some people come in on the 27th and leave like the 3rd or the 5th. But if you're going to come in and do it, like I bring tour groups here, and so they come in on Christmas Day. And so they come in on Christmas Day, and the next day, I give them a little time, so the next day we do the all-white party up in the mountains, a little Havana party. To me, that's the best party. Plug. I need some
Now,
tickets.
Drake, they need to pay Drake because Drake stay promoing this all white party, and I've never been.
I've never been.
We're gonna go this year.
Yes, it's up in the mountains. So I live up there. It's cooler.
Just a little vibe up there.
It gets started probably around like 1 o'clock. You know what I mean?
1 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's when it really kick off, about 1:30.
until
It's about 5 maybe, something like that. I know I was in trouble last time because I had an old lady. I can say old lady, but it was a lady who was like 70, from Jamaica. And so, it got to about 2 o'clock and rode around. I was like, the bus is here to leave. She said, I didn't come to Ghana to leave. I came to party. She came to party. I said, I'm in trouble because I had an event the next day at 9 in the morning. And so she left about 3:30. The last bus left about 5. We didn't get back in till like 6:30. Had an event at 9. I'm the only one at the event. I got 52 people.
You're not gonna do that again.
I got 52 people in my group. I'm the only one there at 9.
you talking about your tour presentation, like one of the
my real estate presentation I had. And I was the only one there. Bad mistake, bad plan on my part.
You
But
live and
y'all
learn.
had a good time, you know what I mean? Because when I went in 19, there's people performing. Next thing I know, Wyclef Jean was performing.
I would
We
faint.
just,
I love
I just
Wyclef.
walked by and looked on the stage like, damn, Wyclef is here.
Yeah.
Right here, probably.
Yeah, just he was
think you could
performing.
touch him.
He,
Like,
he wasn't promoted or nothing. I'm just walked by
Yeah.
like shit. That's damn Wyclef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what happened in December, where you'll just see celebrities here and there. Just
We had an
walk by
incident
with
like
no
that.
problem.
We happened to be at Sandbox, and next thing you know, David O was in the building,
David,
and it went crazy. It wasn't promoted. It wasn't a thing. He just was there.
I think it was an Afrocello or Afro Nation, one of them, and I think he just decided that he just wanted to go to the club.
Right.
And so we came to Sandbox, and highly suggest Sandbox. Wonderful, beautiful ambiance, like oceanfront view, huge club. And so because it wasn't announced, it was already a party. It was already lit, and then something shifted in the atmosphere, and it just turned into like mayhem. What's
Right.
going on? And then you start seeing the fire dance. It was the fire that like drew my attention. Those fire eaters, like there was like fire eaters, and I was like, "What is happening? Like, what does this place got real tired? What's going on?" David on the club, wah wah, ching ching ching, took it to another level. So yeah, Detty December. That's highly recommend.
So you got the beach clubs.
Yeah,
You have your clubs like Garage.
garage.
And East Legon,
East Legon. I mean, yeah, a lot of places to go to. I mean,
Too many to name.
Then you want to get away. Sometimes you go to the resorts that are outside of Accra.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need to chill. You have to pace yourself with Detty December because, as we said, there is something to do all day and night. They have brunch, day parties, night parties, after hour sets. Like, there's so much to do. So you can get worn out. Because it's also, like you said, it's basically summertime in Africa in December. So it's very,
hot.
very hot.
So if you
very, very
the night
hot.
before, you gotta wake up in the morning, dehydrated.
You gotta hydrate. Stay hydrated.
People come on my tours and like they see the itinerary that I give them. They're like, "We're not going out that night. We're not going out that night." So they'll try to figure out things to do. But I'm like, "No, you ain't gonna be able to do everything.
You can't do everything.
They tire out. Sometimes I don't see them for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, sometimes you really need a break.
Just chill out. They go do their own thing. You know what I mean? So Ghana's safe like that too. So when you come here, you can take an Uber wherever you need to go.
Very true.
Know, go to the club. You can feel safe. Ain't nobody gonna run off with you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And so it's just a good damn time during December.
Yeah, when I came in 2019, I came on a solo trip because the trip didn't make it out the group chat.
Right.
And so I was by the second or third day, I was hopping in Ubers, going here and there by myself, and it was never felt unsafe.
Yeah, I would say, okay, so I had been to Ghana before, 15 years, more than 15 years ago at this point. I'd been to Ghana, I want to say in 2005.
Like 12.
Yes, thank you, Dre. I
back
surely
that up,
was.
you know what I mean?
Thank you very. Thank
Last
you.
episode I said, what was this episode?
It was 10 minutes ago. You called her older.
Yeah, a little older. You know what I mean?
Hating ass. Anyway, so the point is that I had come in 2005. It was just a lot of poverty, and I don't mean the country. I mean me myself.
Oh, you were in poverty.
I was living in poverty. Like, it was all I could do to I was in law school, scrape my student loan money together to get the flight. Literally all I could do to get the flight. What I had planned to eat and drink once I had landed at the airport, I hadn't planned that far ahead. So I don't know what hole I was living in or what gutter I had stayed in. All I remember was just being like, okay, it's a cool place. It didn't strike me as like, oh, I'd want to live here one day. Like, gosh, one day I should make this my home. Never. It was just like, oh, this was really cool. So glad I scraped that money together and I didn't die of starvation once I got there because of my poor financial planning, living off of student loans. Fast forward to Kenya coming, she wouldn't stop talking about it. This girl would not stop talking about that. She was literally, first of all, we're seeing everybody on Instagram. Those of us who were the dummies who did not get the memo and did not get on the plane to go on the girls' trip or what have you. Like, when we were seeing our family members and our friends post on Instagram, we seeing Nicole Ari Parker and Wyclef, and we seeing all these major, huge A-list American celebrities. We realized that we had really missed out. We had fumbled the ball. Mm-hmm. Then Kenya, like thousands of others, just almost refused to come home. It's just it's January 3rd.
I extended my trip a little bit.
Kenya.
I extended it. Yeah,
January 3rd, January 4th, January 12th, January 13th, January 20th. It's not December anymore. It's almost February.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost February at this point. What are we doing? If you face your front and bring this your look at your nonsense face.
Mine's is still a little bitter that she missed out on that experience because again, it started as a group chat, a group trip.
You know what it was?
I really don't remember why everybody fell off.
Women fall off. Like, we'd be wanting to go on trips and then we just fell off.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. What pushed me over the edge for Kenya's posts that were killing me every day was Sandbox. And them two niggas at Sandbox who look like...
Oh, it wasn't two of them. It was about 5 or 6 of them.
But they all look like the Block Factory guys.
They had on the La Paz.
They had on the...
Y'all will see them.
Ghanaian...
I'm gonna send production the picture so y'all can post it when we talk about this.
They were in La Paz. The shea butter was shea butter in. The abs were abbing. And I was like, this girl, see this you.
I remember my caption too. I posted it and I was like, what is home really?
This is home. This is home.
See this useless girl in her foolish life.
Woo, child.
Oh my God.
December pulls you in.
Oh my goodness.
Pulls you in. It's like, I can see myself living here.
Forever.
That's what I did.
And here
we are.
The Ghana gamble.
Yeah, we took that gamble quickly after that. Yeah.
So Ghana, whoever that PR machine was behind the year of return in 2019, it worked.
It absolutely
I'm here
worked.
to tell you it worked.
As speaking as a returnee.
Man, oh man. Anyway, so Detty December. Okay, we've talked a little bit. First of all, the concerts. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Like, just if you are an Afrobeat lover, if you are a lover of Afrobeat music, there is just nothing like seeing your stars and seeing your celebrities on the stage. And just right there, if you get there at the right time, you know, like just close enough to touch. Like, and then last year, Chance the rapper, and you know, we're from Chicago, sort of, by way of Indiana, right? So to see Chance the rapper, to see Toby, Nigwe, like
T-Pain,
Erykah Badu.
T-Pain, Erykah Badu at Chance's concert,
The
his
Black Star Line
Festival. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was unbelievable.
That was a great experience. Yeah.
And the Afro Future.
Yeah.
Afrochella, which is a 2-day event now. They started doing 2 days last year, so that's a good festival to go to. I think that's really the big draw.
It is.
Yeah, that's what brought me in 2019 was the Afrochella Festival. I don't know why I just thought about this. Oh, well, I think it's because we were talking about Afrochella. But one thing I do want to caution, while it is a very safe place generally, one thing that can and will happen if you get caught slipping is your phone will get snatched.
Let me tell you what
your phone will get
Watch
snatched.
your phone.
You have to please watch your phone because it was
Don't
on my
leave it
way
down
into.
nowhere.
Oh, don't put it down. Don't put it down.
Don't pull it out.
You're safer
Let's say
putting
it's
like your whole purse down than just like leaving a phone somewhere. Your purse might get returned to you. Like the phone, forget about it. Unless
you with the
unless you got a little gangster in you. Because I actually went on a whole 2-day mission to retrieve my phone that got stolen on my way into Afrochella. The crazy part is I was holding my phone walking up to the gate. As soon as I got to the gate, I said, let me put my phone in my bag. I don't know if somebody watched me do it. So as soon as I dropped it in there, their arm went in within the next second. And I felt it. I was like, it felt like somebody just took my... And I was like, nah. I got to the other side of the gate. Phone was gone. So I traced it. Good old Find My Phone.
You guys,
where did I go? Where did I end up? Y'all know Malam? Okay. I was in the slums. You guys.
What can we... Okay, what's a movie you've seen? You've seen Slumdog Millionaire, right? The slums. And like where you can like jump from rooftop to rooftop.
I mean slums.
And it's gutters. I mean like open... gutters. This is Kenya with her
my iPad that I'm now. I have my big 13-inch iPad.
Patrick, our driver. Patrick, right, the driver's ass personal manager, our life manager, and me with my cell phone taking all the footage. So we got the footage for you, like a thug.
Yeah, and it ended up like knocking on somebody's door. Like according to Apple, my phone is inside this house, and then the guy that answered the door was like, "No, nobody would take it. We don't even use iPhone in this house." I know you don't. I'm saying my iPhone is in here. And so then we ended up having to go to the police station in that neighborhood, then got a call back from the house. Somebody that lives there came home and was like, oh.
No, you're skipping over a part.
Yeah.
So she's about it thug. I'm
willing to resort to violence.
Kenya's willing to resort to violence. I like to lead with violence, but I'm going to let you know violence is coming. So I was like, now we have climbed literally through caves and mountains and slums to get to this particular house. I swear to God. I was like, okay, then I just start speaking Creole to people that don't speak Creole. I swear to God. You won't sleep. Your mother won't sleep. Your grandmother, if she's alive, she won't sleep. Like, I was like, we're not leaving this place without this phone. If we have to tear this place down from brick to brick, because we are Sierra Leone and Chicagoans, and it can get real Freetown on you. It can get real Southside on you. This whole situation could go left. Once this Find My iPhone and said that it's in this particular compound,
and it was the biggest compound in the area. Because, like I said, it's a slum, so it was a bunch of little houses, but there was one big house. And you know what? When we walked up to the house, there was some Drake playing, and that's when I knew that my phone was indeed in that house. I said,
"You had your phone on the Bluetooth."
It was the fact that it was Drake. I said, somebody here listening to Drake.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
This is where my phone is at.
And then a young guy walked out
like cocky too. Like,
and then I'm not gonna lie, was there a car parked out front that had a Nigerian flag? I'm just saying that it did. I'm not saying that it was associated with people in the compound. Yeah. I'm saying
that's just a fact.
That there was in fact an SUV that had a Nigerian flag in it, and we said, well, it can go down because you know who can go toe to toe with Nigerians? Motherfucking Sierra Leoneans. Okay, we are. Knock.
So at first we didn't get it back, but then, like I said, we went to the police station in the area. Police weren't quite that helpful, but they were like, you can come back tomorrow and then we can go to the location. But they called. There was one neighborhood.
Why they weren't helpful? They were engaged. What were they? Like all the police in all of Accra.
Oh man, it's such a long story. I didn't mean to make this whole podcast about my stolen phone, but if you remember, Meek Mill came to visit Accra last December, and he got his phone stolen. So Ghanaians, they do have what do they call them? CIDs.
Think of it like investigators.
They're detectives.
Yeah, detectives.
So who actually do a good job. So the thing is, when my phone got stolen, Meek Mill's phone had got stolen that same night. So all of these detectives were on that case. So they were like, we would love to help you out, but we have like a more important case going on, basically. So, and he also got his phone back. So, but the guy that I met one of the police officers that I met at the police station was like, just call me tomorrow and I'll meet you out there. This was just the dude that'd be like at the station overnight. So we did call him. He was in the neighborhood with us. So he went to go talk to the police in this neighborhood. They were like, you can come back tomorrow. But from the police station, we got a call from the neighborhood guy that was helping us out. And he was like, come back. We might have found the phone. They're describing the phone on the call. I'm like, are they describing my phone? We get back. Somebody that wasn't at the house when we pulled up came. He apparently, he works at Circle. where all the merchants be at.
Where all the
and he said that somebody came and brought him the phone and traded it for some. I was like, yeah, give me my phone back.
Give me my.
So I did end up getting it back, but it's very unlikely that you'll get your phone back. It takes a lot of time, and it's not necessarily the safest endeavor.
Just watch your phone.
Yeah, so just
put it in your front pocket.
Put it in your pocket. So
not in your back pocket.
Definitely not in your back pocket. Yeah.
They carry those little sachets around. You know what I mean, having the front. So just be
watch your phone.
For your phone.
But to be clear, no violence was involved. That's the thing about Ghana. If you get caught slipping, that's your bad. Like that is your bad unless you a thug or unless you're a celebrity. Like your phone is just gone. Chalk that up to the game.
Oh, it's gone.
But there's no violence is going to be involved, right? It's just a little come up, a little gentle, modest, small come up. Like where thousands and thousands of phones gonna come up missing at any one of these like concerts. Aside from that, you're gonna have a fantastic time.
Great time. Time.
So so the concerts. What else? Man, aside from the concerts, it's just.
You got the tourist attractions you come
lots of
so
tourist
you go
attractions.
Places from the
historical
dungeons.
Tours, yeah.
Yeah, you do slave dungeons, the Kwame Nkrumah center that just
which just reopened. It looks so nice.
Looks a lot better than bigger than it used to be. You got the Bree Mountains,
there's so many
Bree
waterfalls.
Botanical Gardens. You have a lot of waterfalls you can go to. You got the Volta River, hop on a boat over there. You got those resorts on the river that you can attend to. You can go up north to the safari. As far as okay. You see the elephants, the baboons and crocodiles and all that stuff up north. Do the cultural stuff in Kumasi, from the making of the cloth, the shea butter, things like that, the kente cloth. So there's a lot of different stuff you can do.
A lot of things to do.
So people are doing a lot of tours in December. So it gives you a time to see what Ghana has to offer as far as if you hop on a tour. Tours to Ghana. Plug.com.
Okay.
Take one of my tours. Please do so. We're going to try to put that on the screen for you guys, so in case you missed it. But
fair.
Yeah, but that's one of the ways you can see what Ghana has to offer when you take a tour.
Yeah.
A guided tour.
A guided tour,
we have a guided tour that can tell you a little bit about the history, the culture, the food, X, Y, and Z. So you always want to have somebody local to be able to facilitate those conversations when you come to Ghana.
Definitely.
Like, okay, let's get into the food. So Kenya and I have a restaurant. It's Freetown Chop House in Osu.
Freetown?
Boom, boom. That's my air horns. Boom, boom, boom.
We need to work on that.
Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, so I'm not going to say we have the best food on the continent.
About to start a fight.
I'm not, because I'm not going to say that we have the best food. I'm certainly not going to say we have the best jollof. What I'm going to say is Google. Google us. And Google healthiest food in the world and see what country comes in number one. Then also Google Jollof Wars. You're going to want to focus in on the places where there are lots of Africans. London, see who's collected trophy there. California, see who's collected trophy. Definitely DC multiple times, see who's collected trophy. So I'm not going to say that we have the best jollof as a Sierra Leonean. What I'm going to say is Google us, Like Sabi girl, no, they too like talk. I don't have to talk too much. Huh?
I have
Google
no
has
dog
done
in
the
a
talking
fight.
for us. What I'm saying is that we have a restaurant, food, restaurants everywhere. People have restaurants everywhere, like just all different kinds of cuisine. If you want Sierra Leonean food, we've got the Sierra Leone restaurant. There are Eritrean restaurant, Ethiopian restaurants here, many Ghanaian restaurants, Chinese food, Indian, Jamaican food here. Yeah. So
Mexican.
Ghana's for foodies as well. Oh, there's Mexican.
No, I went to a Mexican restaurant.
Is
It was
good?
pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty
Hang on,
good.
wait. I'm sorry. Hold up. Take a beat.
This is where we had a trouble at. This is where we had a trouble at because every time we mention somewhere, Kenya, like, I've been there. And
Because
like,
y'all know that I'm a loner, and I will get up and go somewhere by myself. I was absolutely at the Mexican restaurant by
Yeah, but
myself.
you have
It's not like one of Dre's
Sure.
secret dates. I was actually by
I thought
myself. I was by myself.
you had you a secret date, evidently.
No, I was solo.
Was I in the country?
Yeah.
I don't
bet
know.
you
Was I
was.
at my house like 10 minutes away from
I
your
can't
house?
say.
I bet you
And
was.
you got in a car and went to a Mexican restaurant? What'd you have?
She not messing with you?
I had some. Okay, I'll tell you what I had. I had some nachos and I had a quesadilla.
That's fire,
Now,
too.
no, the nachos was fire, but let me tell you what I didn't appreciate about the quesadilla is that they put it on. They made the quesadilla from like soft taco shell.
Good. I hope it was horrible.
It wasn't good.
I hope it gave you the BGs.
No, it didn't give me the BGs. The nachos were fire.
She left you out.
The nachos were fire, and the margarita was pretty good because you have to have a margarita at the Mexican restaurant.
She ain't
I'm
messing
so
with you.
upset.
I
even
like
know
to
you.
do things by myself sometimes,
And I hate that. I hate that about you. It's the thing about you that I
from a
dislike.
podcast to a counseling session.
Right. A family counseling session.
I like to do things together and I like to share food.
She don't like to share with you.
I don't like to
I
share food, and
hate
sometimes
that.
I like to do
also
things
hate that.
alone.
Okay, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, don't worry, Kenya, it's okay. Dre, let's continue talking. It's okay.
Where else have you been
So,
that she haven't been?
Where-
It's a lot of places.
Look at Dre.
Have to even get into it. Dre, don't even.
Dre instigated.
No, it's fine. It's okay. No, it's okay. Fire tacos?
Of course it is.
You've had fire tacos.
You should
Nachos.
have responded to that
Fire
group
nachos.
text.
Nachos is even worse. You had fire
Should have
nachos.
responded to that group text. You would have been there.
What?
Listen.
Hey, whatever. The point is that
December.
Ghana is also for the foodies. If you're not necessarily into
Sure.
Afrobeats, because there are people who are not into Afrobeats who
You
might be
want to
listening to
do
this.
the local
You
food?
just want a local food.
Great local
Let
food
me tell
places.
you something that I know. Now, while, according to Mr. Google, I'm not saying me, while Sierra Leone, according to Mr. Google, has the healthiest food in the world and also has the best jollof, it's certainly in DC and London and Oakland, Atlanta, certainly. The one thing that Ghana, I stand up for these people. Shito. Put that shit on everything.
On everything. Any and everything.
Who is the genius who said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take pepper. We're also going to take some small seasonings. We'll also take shrimps. We'll pound that thing together. And then we'll sprinkle it. Shito.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, Ghanaians.
Throw some shit on everything.
Throw shito on every single thing. So if you get the right fried yam sticks, get the right fried potato with shito. Brown shito. Not even necessarily the green one or the red, but that brown shit, the original shit. My God, our Father.
So,
Also, red.
Red. It's my favorite.
Highly
black
I
eyed
like
10 out of 10.
How would you describe red? It's like black eyed
peas.
No, black eyed peas.
Made into a
Yeah.
stew.
And palm oil
Stew.
stew.
Yeah.
Black eyed peas and palm
And you
oil
eat it
stew.
with
Plantains.
plantain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious.
You could throw some chicken in that.
some beef. It's really good with
Fish.
beef.
Sierra
Yeah.
Leoneans, we would eat that on rice because we eat everything on rice.
Well, we do
right?
eat it on
So
rice.
We do.
We
eat it
have
on
the same
rice.
thing. We
have
just
the
call
same
it
thing.
beans.
It's different. We just call it beach.
Bench.
So
So
we put that
you
beach
have-
on rice. But
So you
red.
have the upscale restaurants if you want to do
Yes,
the
of
upscale.
course.
Yeah.
You know, you have the Sky Bar 25, you got the Shogun, you got the Kozo, you got all these different restaurants you can go to if you want the high end, you know, and run into your celebrity that's going to be here, the who's who's. And these places are like reservations only at that time. They ain't letting you in with like sandals and shorts and stuff like that. So, you know, you have those kind of places where people don't expect coming from the States to where you post videos. They're like, where are you at?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm in Ghana. What? That's in Ghana? Oh, yeah. They don't think of Africa or Ghana specifically because we're in Ghana to have those type of amenities here, those luxuries here. The Polo Beach Club, the Polo Restaurant. And we went to see that one
yeah.
time.
Polo Club.
Yeah.
Oh, the Polo Club.
Yeah.
Where we watched a polo match. That was my first polo match in life. Have you ever seen a polo match?
Never seen a polo match.
When would we see a polo match?
I don't know. I don't know, because apparently you go places. Apparently you go places alone.
No, never been to a polo match solo.
I mean, like just men on horses with sticks.
Yeah.
So
With mallets.
They were
That was
playing
quite
who?
interesting.
It was Ghana versus
England.
Ghana versus England.
UK, yeah.
Yeah, Ghana versus UK.
And then just the restaurant itself is very classy, very nice.
Extremely
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Extremely nice. But then you know what? Also, if you are driving down a street and you see a line of people in front of anybody who is barbecuing anything, get out of your car, stop the driver,
Yeah.
join the line or the queue, as we call it here, and eat that.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, eat that. If it's kebab, if it's chicken,
I love a good kebab.
some pork,
goat meat kebab.
whatever that is. There's a man there or an auntie who, like, her arms are like 3 times the size of my arms. That auntie, anybody there behind any kind of a fire, and they're turning things like this, and there's a line of people there. Your vehicle and taste that food. I mean, so 5-star to kebabs on the street. Ghana is also for
To the
foodies.
24-hour joint,
Oh,
breakfast.
Oh yeah.
You know, District 24.
District 24.
You know, it's a lot of different places you can go to during December.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hang out at. You know, they got all kind of nightlife.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, they got it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You want something chill, laid
Yes.
back, it's there for you. Go on the beach, like 4 different beach resorts now. Before, I think it was just like Polo Beach Club.
Yeah, every time I
I'm
look
sorry, you're
up.
talking about Labadi. Go on Labadi Beach in
Yeah.
Accra, which is Accra's main beach. Yes, there's several different beach
Rehab,
clubs. Correct.
The new one. What's that new one?
Alora.
Allura.
But you can go an hour away, hour and a half away, go to Pram Pram, go to Cape Coast where the white sandy beaches are. I mean, horses on the beach. There's just obviously, this is a coastal country, right? So you're on the Atlantic Ocean. So they're all different kinds of beaches. Each one has its different vibe, its different look, restaurants. So Accra, yeah, it's for music. Detty December is for music. It's for food. It's for turning up. You can have a 5-star experience, or you can come here on the low. But what you're going to want to do is purchase your ticket yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, those plane tickets is high.
It's going to set you back.
Especially
They
this
figured out
year.
we coming.
Whoo-wee.
They're
Yeah.
trying to slow us down from making it to Africa, because when we come over here,
Come on,
we staying.
conspiracy.
You know what I mean? So
on,
when I
conspiracy.
came, the plane ticket was like, well, I take that back. I came in December, and I got my ticket in December, same month. So it was like $2,000, $2,200, something like that. But the tickets was around like $900 that time.
They was
Right.
about $700 to $800.
Yeah,
from
$700, $800.
Houston.
Now they like $15,000, $2,000, depending where you coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like one of the most expensive things you're gonna pay for when you come into Ghana.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The
Just a
hotels
ticket.
is pretty reasonable depending on the stay. You can stay in your high end Kapinskis. You know, what's the other one?
Movenpick.
Movenpick.
Movenpick. You know what I mean? They around $400, $300. Marriott $300. You know, but you can go to other places that reasonable around the airport area, East Lagoon, around like $100 a night.
You can
usually.
stay at if you don't even want to stay at an airport area hotel or an East Legon or a Cantonment area hotel, you can go outside of those areas, something
Yeah.
that might be 30 minutes driving distance, and there are hotels that I guess I would consider them 2-star hotels. So they decent. Nothing's gonna happen to you. It's gonna be safe. It's gonna have air conditioning,
You
clean
ain't
sheets,
sleeping
all of
at
that.
night anyway.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
sleeping a night anywhere for what, $20-$30. You could get one of those rooms.
Or
Uh-huh.
an Airbnb.
Or a good old
This is
Airbnb.
y'all
Check
get an
check that out
Airbnb.
from the US. Lots of nice Airbnbs.
Very, very nice Airbnbs here. So
Read
no,
the
that's-
reviews.
Yeah.
Definitely read the
Read the
reviews.
reviews.
Yeah. So I guess what would be our parting advice for anybody who's come in for Detty December, Dre?
Part advice: buy your tickets early.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets. Buy from a reputable ticket source.
Yeah.
Make sure you ain't buying some bootleg ticket or whatever. That's issues last year. You know what I mean? So get those tickets. Get itinerary. Find some. If you ain't going with a tour group, find an itinerary that you can go on. Find a driver, a cab driver, Uber driver who you can take them off the the regular schedule and pay them. You know what I mean? It's supposed to pay them through the app or whatever, and utilize them to go to these different sites. You know what I mean? That way he can guide you on a lot of places you can go to. Try different foods out. Be open. Be open to different experiences and different foods and the culture, and you will be fine.
I would say that when you come here in December, first of all, Ghana is well developed, but it's also still developing. It's a developing country, so you can't really come here with American expectations. Right. First of all, my advice would be to just relax. First of all, relax. Like, you have to realize it's not that deep. So
you patience.
You have to be patient.
That's a whole nother
because
episode.
Everybody. We'll talk about that because everything is more laid back here. There's not really a sense of urgency. So will you wait a little longer to get your food at a restaurant?
Oh, you gonna wait? You gonna at least
certainly. So if you're the type, because some people wait till they get to a restaurant to really show out. Leave that where you are, because. First of all, nobody cares. So you can show out all you want to, and they're just going to be like, please, I'm sorry. And they're going to walk away. Like, they're not even entertaining it. So just relax, slow down a little bit, breathe, and just enjoy the experience. And don't come here with American expectations. Love Africa, love Ghana for what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much, that's what I was going to say, is just relax. I know that I feel like there's a lot of misinformation, right? And it's by design to divide Africans from Africans in the diaspora, probably particularly African Americans, right? And so that's by design, and just recognize that that's purposefully done, right? To make African Americans and other Africans in the diaspora feel like they would be unwelcome if they came here, or that they would be a mark or a target if they came here. Don't make yourself a mark by, having people see you put your phone in your purse, right, when you're in a crowded venue. But other than that, just know that most of the interactions you're going to have with people in Ghana is going to be pleasant, it's going to be welcoming, it's going to be respectful, it's going to be appreciative, maybe inquisitive about what made you want to come here. They're going to be genuine interactions, right? And so this sort of, and we're in America, we're constantly sort of looking over our shoulder, right? We're always waiting, especially if African Americans, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Here in Ghana, there's generally not an ulterior motive. Your interactions with people are going to be pleasant 9 times out of 10. And so enjoy that, embrace that. And if you have the funds to get your ticket right now, right now, get your tickets right now. Then just know that Detty December is going to be an experience of a lifetime.
Yeah. I mean, the VIP experience that you can have here in Ghana. The VIP experience, it don't cost much. You see people around with police escorts, pulling you out of the airplane before first class gets out of their seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a type of VIP experience you can have in Ghana. You know what I mean? With a little bit of nothing.
Motorcade to get you through traffic. I mean, a little bit, relatively small amount of money goes a long way in Ghana. So, and also a positive attitude.
Just stay positive.
A positive attitude will also go a long way.
So I think some of us come over here looking for that thing. Looking for something to go wrong. I told you. I knew that's why I don't want to go. And they friends say, that's why I don't go. You wasn't coming anyway. You know you wasn't coming.
Right?
You ain't got a damn passport. You know what I mean? But people just hold on to that negative stuff, and they want to bring that stuff over here. And it's not that serious.
It's
not. Really not that serious. Over here, you can be yourself. You can be relaxed. It's calm. Patient now, but they will test your patience.
They'll test your patience.
That's a whole other episode.
We'll test your patience.
Man,
you know what I mean? But for the most part, that's the worst. That is the worst. Your time is wasted. Your patience is tested. But that's the worst. It's not like a bad day in Ghana beats a bad day in the U.S. any damn day. Any damn day, because everything is negotiable here. Hey, let's talk about it. Let's have this conversation.
Please calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
We can work our way through it. The U.S. is black and white. It's this way or the highway. You know what I mean? Usually Us, we taking a highway. That's the way you go. You know what I mean? So, you know, we at peace here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
Very
took
much
that
so.
gamble. You know what I mean? Come in December. We stayed.
Yeah.
You know, I was supposed to leave like 11 days in. Like January 8th or something. I think I stayed to like the 17th or 21st
Yeah,
or something.
same.
You know what I mean? So it was like, I loved it. My friend here is now. He's
Oh,
supposed to stay-
yeah. We hooked another one.
Another one. Another one bites the dust.
So he's supposed to stay 2 weeks. You know, then he extended another 2 weeks. Now we got to go to the airport after this. So we're going to extend another 2 weeks. He's buying some land right by me. You know what I mean? So now he's going to be a landowner.
Our village is growing.
The village is growing. And now he's trying to bring his father here to build a house for him. You know what I mean? So it's the gamble. You know what I mean? The Ghana gamble where it's like you choosing to gamble on Ghana. You know what I mean? Some people make it, some people don't.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
very
mean?
true.
But we are, you know, the people to reach out for that's been on the ground for a couple years to consult. If you need some consulting, to say we're going to talk about another episode. If you want to bring kids here,
Yeah, legallymasa.com.
Yeah.
Go to legallymasa.com. In particular, if you are a single parent and you want to come here with children, or you are a parent, period, and you want to come here with children, you want to know what extracurricular activities and sports, the school rankings, you know, recommendations for different lessons and that kind of thing. That's what you'll find on my consulting page. I mean, Ghana, for me, best parenting decision, hands down. We'll talk about that in a different episode. I wouldn't trade my children's lifestyle and experiences here in Ghana for the world. I would do it 100 times over. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased with the decision to bring them here. But yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode. But Detty December, if you want to really see the best that Ghana has to offer, because there's something, right? We're not all here for no reason. There is a reason why people won't stop talking about Ghana. Why Sierra Leoneans, why Nigerians, why people from America, from KC, from Killer City, Missouri, won't stop talking about Ghana. There's something here, and if you want to experience it at its height, it's December.
It's Detty December.
Yeah.
So yeah, in conclusion, I would say if you plan to attend Detty December, get your ticket. Get your ticket right now.
we're tourists to Ghana.
Touristtoghana.com.
Right.
Have a whole itinerary set out for you and your whole
VIP
family.
treatment. You know,
Yeah.
and we do table service.
Yeah.
You know, we got the escorts and all that. You
Dre
know.
got a beard.
You
It
know.
connects from ear to mouth to ear.
I think I do my damn too.
Because Ray, you out here talking about other people can find love in
Yeah,
Detty
because
December.
because-
I have hope for you, Dre.
Because
I have hope for you.
I'm here at capacity doing work. So, you know, I bring people here, they find love. I had 2 people get married on my tour. So, you know, that's what happens. You come here, you meet your love of your life for the 2 weeks you here.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Love at first sight.
Vacation
It-
bag.
it's happening, you know what I mean? For those 2 weeks, and life is short. Enjoy it.
Life is short.
Enjoy it while you have
True.
it.
It's true.
You know what I mean? Tomorrow's not promised. So I caution everybody to say, hey, come to Ghana, come to Africa at least once in your life. Plan. It might not be this year. It might not be next year. Put a plan together. 1 year plan, 3 year plan, 5 year plan.
5 years is too long. Guys, it's just a plane. It's just a plane ride.
And we're
Get on the
gonna
plane.
even talk about, you know, a place for retiring in Ghana.
Yeah.
And so there's a retirement community in Ghana. You know what I mean? From African Americans that say, you know what, I wish I could give my best life to the U.S. What does that look like of retiring in Ghana?
Taking your Social Security, right?
And
But this is a whole
stretching
nother
it.
episode. We were going off of listen, if you have $2,000 to $3,000 that you know you worked for 30 years at the post office, you know what I'm saying? You know you worked as a teacher for 40 years and you got your little pension coming in. Man, if that $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 will take you from normal, regular, middle class existence or pensioner existence in the U.S. to freaking millionaire status over here if you plan it right. If you plan it just right.
That is indeed another episode.
It's a whole nother episode.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it. But that's December.
We'll be looking for you.
Yeah,
We're
but
waiting for you.
December is a good time to get that feel.
It is,
to come
absolutely.
in, to say, okay, this is an introduction to Ghana.
Yep.
So that's why you should come in December. You can meet other diasporians who's living here. They're out and about. See the crowd, the experience, everything is going on. You know, I think it's just a good time to come in December.
Definitely.
All right. That's it. That's episode
Three of the Ghana
High
Gamble.
five.
We're moving right along.
Moving right along.
Okay.
Y'all ain't killed each other yet. You know what I mean? Y'all some dirty laundry. You know what I mean?
Hey, while we're working on our music, I want to make sure air horns on our music. Ring, ring. Or else I'm going to have to do it.
that's it.
No, why not?
Cut.
Well, they-
Cut. Edit. Cut.
oh my goodness.
Yes.